Before we learn how we can work with routing and lazy loading in a standalone Angular application, let's first go ahead and let's first add some routes for our Angular application. So let's go to VS Code, and here let's first go ahead and let's first create an app routing module inside this app folder. So in this app folder, I'm going to create a new file and I'll call it as approute.module.ts. Okay, here we are going to create and export a class, and let's call this class app route module. All right, and this app route module class, it is going to be a module class. So we are going to decorate it with ng module decorator. Now inside this file, we are going to define some routes. So let's create a variable. Let's simply call it as routes, and it is going to be of type routes. And in order to use this routes, we also need to import it from Angular/router. And to this, we are going to assign an array. In that array, we are going to define some routes. So first, let's specify the route for root URL. So when the path is root URL, that time we want to render home component. Then another route which I want to define is about. In that case, I want to render about component. Now we don't have that about component yet. So for now, here also, let's render the home component. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's create about component. So for that, I'm going to open VS Code built-in terminal. Okay, let me clear the console here. Let's move this terminal a little bit up. And here we want to create a new component called about component inside this app folder. So for that, first of all, we will move to app folder. For that, I'm going to type this cd command and I want to move one folder up. So now we are in the app folder. There I want to create a new component. For that, I'm going to use this ng generate command and I want to generate a component and I'm going to call this component about. Now this component should be a normal component. It should not be a standalone component. Okay. So if I press enter, it should create a new folder in the app folder where we will have our about component. So here you can see this about folder has been created. And if I open this about component.ts, you will see its selector is app about, template URL is this, and style URL is this. Okay, now we are not going to use this spec.ts file. So for now, I will simply delete it. And we are also not going to use this CSS file. So that also I will delete it. And in the HTML, let's simply add an h2 element. And there let's simply say, this is about page. Okay. Now, if I go to about component.ts, you will see that we don't have any standalone property set here. So this about component is not a standalone component. It is a regular component. In the same way, I also want to create a component called courses. So for that, again, I will type ng generate command and I want to generate a component and I'm going to call this component courses. Let's press enter. So the courses component has also been created here. Let me open this courses folder. There again, I will first delete this spec.ts file. We don't need it. And I also delete this CSS file. Let's go to course component.html. There also, I will add an s3 element. And there, let's say, this is courses page. Let's save the changes. Now, inside this courses folder, I want to create another component called featured courses. So from here, let's first move to courses folder. And in there, again, I'm going to type ng generate command. I want to generate a component and I want to call it featured. Okay, so this page will be for featured courses. Let's press enter. So now in the courses folder, you will see a new folder called featured. There again, I'll delete this spec.ts file and I'll also delete this CSS file. And in the HTML file, let's simply say this is featured courses page. All right, so these are our components. Let's move this terminal a little bit down. So this is our featured component, courses component. We have this home component and we have the about component. Now again, let's go back to approute.module.ts file. There, when the path is about, we want to render about component. And let's also add one more route here. And here, let's say if the path is courses, in that case, we want to render courses component. Okay, so these are the three routes which we want to define here. Now we need to register these routes. So for that, let's pass a metadata object here. There, let's add the imports array. And there, we want to import router module. Okay, and on that, we are going to call for route, because this route which we are defining here, it should be for the whole Angular application. And there, let's pass our routes. Let's pass it to this for route method. And then let's also go ahead and let's add the exports array. And from here, we want to export this router module. So whatever routes we have defined, we have added it to this router module. Now we want to export it. So this is our app route module. Now here, one more thing which I want to do is I want to load this courses component lazily. Okay. So for that, inside this courses folder, first of all, I am going to create a courses module. So let's call it courses.module.ts. Here, let's create and export a class. Let's call this class courses module. Okay, and let's decorate it with @ng module decorator, because this class should be a module class. And to use this ng module decorator, we also need to import it from angular/co. There, let's pass a metadata object. And what do we want to do here is we want to declare this courses component. So this component which we are creating here, we want to declare this component inside this courses module, because this courses component, it is not a standalone component. So in order to make Angular aware about this courses component, we must declare it in some ng module. For that, I have created this courses module. There, let's go ahead and let's add the declarations array. And in here, let's go ahead and let's add our courses module. Okay, let's save the changes here. So we have declared this courses module here. Now, what we are also going to do is inside this courses folder, we are going to create one more file, and there we will define the routes for the courses module. So I'm going to call it as course-route.module.ts. Here, let's create and export a class. Let's call this class course route module. Let's decorate this class with @ng module decorator. And to use this @ng module decorator, we also need to import it from angular/co. There, let's pass a metadata object. Now in here, we are going to define two routes. So first of all, let's create this routes variable, and it is going to be of type routes. And to use this routes, we need to import it from angular/router. And to this, we are going to assign an array. In there, let's define two routes. So for the first route, the path is going to be empty string, because what we want is we want to load the routes from this module lazily. So here I'm specifying it as empty string, but in the app route module, you see, so currently we are simply saying that we want to render the courses component, but we will change it. We will make it to load this course route module lazily. Okay, so here we have specified the path as courses. So that's why here I'm keeping it as empty string. And when this path is typed, we want to render the courses component. Okay, and when the path is featured, at that time we want to render featured component. So this is our route. Now inside the metadata object of this ng module, what we are going to do is we are going to register these routes. So let's add the imports array again. There, let's first import the router module. So we need to import it from angular/router. On that, we are going to call the for child method, because this is a feature route, right? So we are calling this for child method, and there we will pass this routes. So here we are creating a route specific to courses module. Okay, and here it should be router module. All right, we don't need this router here. Let's remove it. And then what we are also going to do is we are going to export this router module from here. Okay, let's save this file. Now let's go back to our courses module. So in the courses module, we have declared this course module. Actually, it should be course component and not course module. Here we want to declare this courses component. Okay, and here we also want to import our course route module. Okay, let me rename this class. So let's make this R in uppercase, and here also let's make this R in uppercase. All right, now in our app route module, what we want is we want to load this courses module lazily, and we have learned how to do that. So for that, instead of using this component, when the user types root URL slash courses, we will load the courses module and we will load it lazily. For that, here we will use this property load children. To this, we are going to assign a callback function. Here we are going to call the import function. Okay, and what do we want to import? We want to go to courses folder, and from there we want to import courses route module. So this will return us all the module class which we have defined inside the courses route module, and it is going to return us a promise. So when a promise will be returned, we are going to use this then method. This then method is going to receive a parameter mod, and this mod will contain all the modules which we have defined in the course route module. And from there, we want to access course route module class, because here only we are defining our routes. So it is this module we want to load lazily. Okay, let's save the changes. And finally, let's go to our app component, and there, instead of calling this app home, here we are going to use router outlet directive. Okay, because here we want to render the view of the component for which the route has been typed. And in here, when the route is root URL, we want to render the view of home page. When the route is about, we want to render the view of about page. And when the route is courses, we want to render the view of courses page. Let's save the changes here. Now, if we go to our application, you will see that we have an error here, and it says router outlet is not a known element. So we have implemented routing in our Angular application. We have added few more components in our Angular application. Now these new components which we have added, it is not a standalone component. So for example, this about component, it is not a standalone component. This featured component is also not a standalone component. This courses component is also not a standalone component. So the new components which we have added here, those are not standalone components. And we have also added few modules in our Angular application. And we have defined some routes for our Angular application, but those routes are not working yet. So in the next lecture, we will see how we can implement routing in a standalone Angular application. Here we have defined those routes, but those routes are still not working. So let's see how we can make them work in a standalone Angular application. This is all from this lecture. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.